Welcome to EOS Mathematics. Before today's topic, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified of our upcoming videos. Today we are going to be learning the sine rule. Before we proceed, let's refresh our minds on the trig functions. The trigonometry as we know it is made up of certain functions which we must have learnt in the past. Trig functions include so, car, and tour. Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Now let's look at the right angle triangle we have here. We have an angle marked theta. The direction or the dimension of the triangle facing the angle marked theta is regarded as our opposite. The dimension facing the right angle mark is referred to as the hypotenuse, and the other dimension of the triangle is referred to as the adjacent. Now let's proceed to sine rule. Sine rule states that in any triangle ABC, that dimension A all over sine of angle A is equal to dimension B all over sine of angle B is equal to dimension C all over sine angle C. Here we have a triangle showing us three angles with small letter A, B, and C, and dimensions showing us the dimensions A, B, and C. Now, sine rule can be used in two cases of the triangle, where one, there are two sides and one opposite angle of any of the given side. Secondly, there could be one side and two angles. Now let's quickly see this question. We have a triangle here marked with 66 degrees at the top and y and x angles at the bottom, with dimension 6 cm and 4 cm at the sides respectively. We had to introduce the dimension m so as to make use of our sine rule. Remember, sine rule states that dimension all over sine of the angle. Since sine rule says that a over sine A is equal to b over sine B is equal to c over sine C, therefore we have 4 over sine x is equal to m over sine y is equal to 6 over sine 66. Recall that when we have an equation where a is equal to b is equal to c, that we state it as a broken down equation where we have a is equal to b and a is equal to c. Let's proceed. So now we are going to break down the equation we have here so that we can make use of the available values given to us. Now we notice that in the first one we had 4 over sine x, of which we have just one variable we are looking for, which is x, m over sine y, which we have two variables, and 6 over sine 66, of which the variables there are complete. So we are making use of the first and the third, but we'll still come back to make use of the first and the second, or the third and the second, as the case may be. Bear it in mind that whichever one you use, once the variables are complete, you will definitely get the correct answer. So let's proceed, making use of 4 over sine x is equal to 6 over sine 66. Making sine x the subject of the formula, we have 4 times sine 66 over 6. When we make x the subject, we have sine inverse of 4 times sine 66 divided by 6. What value did you get? We shall see at the end of this lesson. To find y, remember that since we have found x, y is the third angle in the triangle. Therefore, we can make use of the sum of the angles of a triangle. Here we have that y is equal to 180 minus 66 minus x. And we find y. To find m, remember, m all over sine y, since we have found y, is equal to 6 over sine 66. Making m subject, we have m is equal to 6 times sine y all over 66. What did you get as your value of x and y? If you liked this video, please hit the like button and share with your friends. See you next time.